Right, the equipment we're going to need starts with a big bowl, some measuring cups, measuring spoons, especially a teaspoon and a tablespoon, a fork or a whisk, dough scraper, optional, kitchen knife, and some nitrile gloves are also optional. Alright, the adaptive tools we're going to use today are going to include a silicone cupcake liner. If you don't have that, I do have a rubber jar opener displayed. A piece of a pool noodle will be helpful. A knotted rope dog toy, some Velcro based grip assist devices. I also have a grabbing device or another grip assist device. And I did find a silicone kneading bag, but if you guys don't have that, a 2-gallon plastic freezer bag will work too. Alright, the ingredients we're going to need to make English muffins are going to be 1 cup of warm water or milk, 2 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar or honey, 2 tablespoons of any kind of neutral oils, so olive oil, vegetable oil, or avocado oil will work, 1 beaten egg, 3.5 to 4.5 cups of bread flour or unbleached all-purpose flour will work too, 1 teaspoon of salt, and cornmeal is optional for the bread. First thing we're going to do is measure out our water or milk and warm it up to about bath water temperature. Don't get it too hot or it will kill your yeast. Alright, next step is to mix in your sugar, your yeast, and your salt into the milk or water solution. You can also put in your oil as well and let it sit for about 10 minutes until it's foamy. Here are a couple of examples again on how to use either that silicone cupcake liner or the rubber jar opener. And also a few little examples here and there of using the knotted rope dog toy in order to scoop Velcro based grip assist devices as well. Wait for that to get a little bit more foamy. Let's go ahead and beat our egg and set it aside. Here's a couple different examples of how to use those adaptive devices in order to beat the egg. Alright, next go ahead and add your flour into the silicone kneading bag or your 2-gallon plastic freezer bag. Pour in your egg and then your yeast, milk, or water combination. Close and secure the bag and knead it until all the ingredients are well combined. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, next step is to put our dough in our oiled bowl. Flip it until the dough is covered in oil. Cover with a towel and let that dough rise for about an hour. After about an hour, go ahead and dump your dough out onto a floured surface, punch it down, and shape it into whatever your dough needs to look like. This is more of an open palm kind of technique I have for shaping my dough. Sometimes my muscles in my hands kind of get a little sore, so I found this way to be less stressing on my hands. Alright, next step is to cover your dough again and let it sit for 30 minutes to about an hour. When you are ready to go ahead and cook them in the pan, oil both sides of the English muffin and cover it in cornmeal. Then the next step will be to cook the muffins in a pan on medium heat until browned on both sides and cooked all the way through the middle. The grip assist devices were really nice in order to be able to hold a spatula, but I could not press down very hard with the grip assist, so I ended up using the bottom of my butter bell in order to press down on the dough of the English muffins. Here's an example of how to use the piece of pool noodle in order to have a really nice secure grip on your knife. Examples of how to use some of those adaptive devices in order to put some jam on your English muffins.